So, who are you?
What do you mean, who am I?
Why are you here?
I'm just filling in for your co-host Bags, whatever his name is.
Uh, how'd you, get in the
Get
room?
in where?
Get in the room.
What?
We're in a room. There's mics in the room.
What mics? I don't see any mics.
It's
All
the
I see is
visual. It's the
all I
visual
see is
aid.
darkness on.
You moron. The visual aid has microphones.
Killed the security guard.
What now?
I killed the bouncer and snuck in.
We don't have a bouncer.
I strangled your mother. Okay.
That's not okay. Do you like 80s?
The 80s, like decade.
Do you like
Yeah.
80s horror?
It's kind of cheesy, corny, but I think that was the whole purpose of it. So yeah.
You, sir, are retard.
Thank you.
You got anything that you like from the 80s?
See, I'm a big fan of some of the 80s movies and just the pop culture all around. I like some 80s music. But yeah, the movies, it was definitely a time for cinema and stuff like that. Like the Nightmare on Elm Street. Elm Street started, like a lot of the horror stuff, like Friday the 13th and all that, started to become popular. And movies like License to Drive, stuff like that, Goonies.
Have you ever seen
it was a good day.
Day of the Dead? I think I've only seen parts of it. I heard it was okay.
They have a game about it. I'm not sure.
They have a Evil Dead game. It's not Day of the Dead.
They have a lot of games that end in dead, like Left 4 Dead, Evil Dead, and stuff like that. So it confuses me whenever I see stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess.
What's your favorite 80s movie or favorite part, favorite thing about the 80s decade?
I like the music from the 80s.
It depends on what kind of music. I mean, like a lot of the pop is what I like.
I like the Beach Boys, Talking Heads, Kate Bush, Extreme, the Cramps, Musical Youth, the Safaris. I mean, those are songs that they played in the 80s. Some of them aren't from the 80s, some were like popular in the 80s from those bands.
You can really listen to the music from 1980, like from 1988 and 89, like later on, where the grunge feeling started coming into play for the 90s and stuff. You can really hear most of those bands like the Smashing Pumpkins and Nirvana, stuff like that. That was when they really started, was the late 80s. So you can hear a lot of that new type of stuff coming into play. And I thought that was really cool about the 80s. Was how it changed, just kind of slowly, but you could tell. And I like a lot of the style of clothing too. I feel like people weren't walking around looking like bums all the time. I feel like
you look like
everybody had a little. We have no pride anymore in this decade. Everybody's
aren't you a
gone.
bum?
A bum? No, I'm not. I'm not your mother.
I'm not your mom either.
I called your mom a bum, dude.
I mean, you are a bum.
See. Well, my dinner did come from a trash can last night.
Wait, actually?
No, you idiot.
You ate out of a trash can?
No, I ate a filet mignon steak with bell pepper and stuff, man.
You're thinking I care? No, I don't. You know what? You know what you should watch? I haven't seen it, but I heard The Thing was actually good. The John Carpenter one from the 80s.
Yeah, wasn't that like a really creepy movie or something like that?
It was a remake of an older one. It's like based off of a book. They're making another one, but it's like the most accurate to the original like story of the thing. Like it's the original like,
Hey,
transcript story that the original
I can
creator made.
definitely tell that that's going to be a lot more graphic because if you look at today's movies, they know how to use a lot better CGI than they had back in like what 30, 30 plus years ago, even 20 plus years ago. Like better, they have better CGI and stuff now. It's amazing. We've come so far with our like production making stuff. You know, it's easy to make something look so real, like the Star Wars movies. Not like
Alright,
back
so it's
then.
so the Thing remake is coming from Blumhouse. They're doing it based off of the long lost original book. New version of the Thing based on John W. Campbell's unpublished. There was an unpublished version of
Wow.
the Thing. It was the book. The Thing remake is on its way, but like there was two adaptations of the book by John W. Campbell's original story. It was Who Goes There, which made it to screen before, and then there's 1951's The Thing from Another World, directed by Christian Nimby, and there was John Carpenter's 1982 The Thing. But now like Blumhouse and Universal are partnering for the new adaptation that's utilizing Campbell's full unpublished novel, which was actually titled Frozen Hell. That he never published that version of the novel. He
Wow.
published a different version.
Yeah, I've never seen the Thing either. I just know that. I mean, like I saw.
But it's like it stems from a Kickstarter from like 2018 by this person named John Betancourt. He like I don't know if you know him or not, but like the original novel was called Who Goes There. It was published in 1938, and Campbell, the writer, he had material for a full novel, but it was just never published, and it was like just lost this whole time. But this guy named Bentacourt uncovered the novel, and he launched a Kickstarter to get it published. And here I actually got a quote from. I'll read. In 1938, acclaimed science fiction author John W. Campbell published a novella, Who Goes There, about a team of scientists in Antarctica who discover and are terrorized by a monstrous, shape-shifting alien entity. The story would later be adapted into John Carpenter's iconic movie The Thing, following an earlier film adaptation in 1951. Published novella was actually an abridged, you know what abridged means, right? Like a lesser version than the original.
Yeah.
Like it takes a lot, it just reduces it to basically not the original, just makes it better for, I don't know, just, it dumbs it down, maybe, I don't know what that word means. But it was the abridged version of Campbell's original story called Frozen Hell, which had to be shortened for publication. The Frozen Hell manuscript remained unknown and unpublished for decades, and was only recently rediscovered. So that was that guy's quote. But anyway, he updated the Kickstarter, revealing that Universal and Blumhouse were making the adaptation, and that they're going to utilize the entirety of Frozen Hell. And the producer of the movie, Alan Donis, he shared information about it on Facebook, which he sent he mentioned Benton Court reposted what the producer of the new one wrote on Facebook on his Kickstarter page. And here's what that guy had to say, the producer guy. He said, "It's official. I received my signed contract first check. I'm executive producing a remake of The Thing, but with additional chapters of John Campbell's groundbreaking novel Frozen Hell that had been lost for decades. Now, first time ever, Campbell's full vision will be realized on the big screen. The new film will include the very best of RKO's The Thing from Another World, John Carpenter's classic The Thing, and both books Frozen Hell and Who Goes There." But you know, like, there's no director that I know of yet, and it's like, there was 2 direct adaptations, and there's like a prequel also titled The Thing. I was released in like 2011. But, like, as far as I know right now, there's not a director, or there might be. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I don't know when it's coming out. I would hope it's called I hope it's not called The Thing again, or like Frozen Hell.
It'll probably be called just The Thing remake or something. Who knows?
It should just be called John Campbell's The Thing. Put
That'd
like
be a
the
nice
author's
title.
name in it. No, I thought that was like cool though.
So they're coming out with a remake of The Thing.
Well, actually,
You heard of that?
technically it's not a remake. It's the full adapted vision of the original. It's the original novel that was never published. But technically, it's not a remake of anything. It's technically the first adaptation of the original,
Okay.
the original story that was never published. So technically, it's not a remake, but it is. But also not, I guess. It's very confusing.
Yeah, I get that.
But do you like Jurassic Park?
I never saw any of the movies.
You've never seen Jurassic Park?
No, I think I saw Jurassic World.
You've never seen Jurassic Park?
Nope.
You've never seen the 1993 film Jurassic Park?
Nope. No, I have not.
You've never seen A Lost World?
I mean, nope. I've never seen any of them. How many Jurassic Parks did they
You've
even
never seen
have?
Jurassic Park 3?
No.
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom?
Nope.
Jurassic World Dominion?
No.
Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous?
Nope. None of them. I mean, I'm kind of surprised. I'm just as surprised as you are, to be honest. But, I mean, aren't they all
Six
just about
of them.
dinosaurs? Oh, dang, that's it? I thought there was like...
The
8.
new one came out yesterday.
Oh, really? I thought they were still making it.
The new one, yeah. No, they just came out yesterday.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
This is the last one.
Now wait, are you saying yesterday? Because it's 2 a.m. right now. Are you saying yesterday is in literally yesterday?
Yeah,
or
June 10th was
yesterday
when
is-
it came out.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah, I haven't seen any of them. I don't really know if I'm really interested in it. Probably should, because
I think I read the book, actually. I think I read the Jurassic Park book. There was an animated series, but it got canceled back in the 90s.
yeah. So the thing about animated series is everything. They're literally coming out with an animated series for everything that comes out nowadays, and most of the time it sucks.
You know what's coming
So
out
that's
soon?
probably a good thing. What?
Ghostbusters 4.
Wait, really?
You who would have thought you'd ever hear the words Ghostbusters 4?
Okay, I love how we don't even include the female version. We just say Ghostbusters 1, 2, and 3. We don't even include the female version.
No one talks about Ghostbusters Answer the Call.
Yeah, that movie blows so hard.
Everyone hates it.
Yeah.
It's one of the
and
most
so-
hated movies by a fandom.
Except for the libtards, they all like it because it's like more woke and stuff, and it includes the women. It's got like female power in it or whatever.
Most of the people, the people, the lady, the tall black lady from that movie, literally got pissed off at the original people that made the original Ghostbusters for making the new Ghostbusters.
Really?
That's stupid.
Why would
got
she get pissed
mad
off for that?
at the creator's son for making a sequel to a movie that his dad made.
Yeah,
Ghostbusters Afterlife.
yeah. That's sad though. His dad died. He kind of tributed the movie to him.
Yeah, his dad
That was,
died after like the movie came out.
wow.
Ivan Reichman. So he's making the new one, Ghostbusters Afterlife 2, titled. It's right now, nicknamed Firehouse because like, have you seen it?
Um, I saw like half of it.
Oh,
My
Ghostbusters
parents,
Afterlife.
yeah, my parents got it.
Um, well, all the original Ghostbusters are in it.
Yeah,
It's been
that was
out a
pretty
while.
cool.
So
And it came out a
anyway,
few months ago, right?
November.
Oh, okay.
So the
Dang.
Eddie Murphy. That's his name, Eddie Murphy.
hmm
I'm gonna butcher his name
I
if his name's Eddie Murphy.
was that his name?
I don't
Was that
think it
Eddie
was.
Murphy?
No, it was Ernie Hudson.
Okay, okay.
He plays he plays Winston. He plays Zedmore. Zedmore. He's that. Whatever. Anyway, he goes at the end of the movie. He goes to New York, buys because he owns like his own company now. There's lots of money and stuff. Like it's like the Stark Industries of like the Ghostbusters universe, basically, kinda. And he buys the firehouse within the movie, and all the characters are most likely moving to New York. Like Paul Rudd, Finn Wolfhard's character, McKenna Grace's character, and like a couple of other characters are supposed to like maybe come back, but I know Winston, Ernie Hudson's gonna be like the mentor character for like the kids. Oh, do you know who also co-created Ghostbusters?
Who?
Or like Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, why?
What?
Like he. Wait, what did you say he did?
Dan Aykroyd helped create Ghostbusters.
Oh, did he really?
Hmm.
I heard like.
It was written by Dan Aykroyd and
Oh,
Harold
okay.
Ramis.
I
So
didn't know
they
that he actually helped write it.
so their original story was gonna be like really futuristic because they weren't able to do it because it was like the 80s and you can't really do stuff like you can't like really do like interdimensional stuff back then because they didn't really have that type of technology
Yeah.
back then. So they actually have a new, and they have a couple. This is like a Ghostbusters stuff. So there's a Netflix series confirmed that's gonna be based off the original story for Ghostbusters.
Oh,
Where, if I can find it, if I
wonder
really
if that'll be
announced
good.
it. Uh, so where is it at? Where does it tell me what it is? Anyway, the animated series is just supposed to be the adaptation of like the original idea for Ghostbusters, like where they were gonna have to be janitors, like clean up stuff from like ghosts and stuff. Or I don't remember.
Oh,
Let me
dude,
look.
this
Let
sucks.
me look up. Hang on. Let me just look up the original. Um. So his first script was called Ghost Smashers. It was conceived by Dan Aykroyd. He made it. So it was what was that? So it was very different than what was eventually filmed as Ghostbusters. The story took place in the future. In this point, obviously, this is the 80s, so like they didn't even know what was gonna happen in the 2000s. So the year would have been 2012. The Ghost Smashers wasn't already established to business, and they'd be with different teams competing with each other in this version. Like a group of ghost hunters would travel through time, space, and other dimensions taking on ghosts. There's even a prologue that stating there was an electric and magnetic fueled waves that ripped the fabric of our dimension, and random mesh of microwave transmission had it torn in a hole in our reality envelope. And spirits and entities from the other side were entering our reality through these holes. As a result, a new profession called ghost busting was founded. So the story would begin with these people called the Ghost Smashers. They'd be busting ghosts and stuff, and the first frame would have been literally the mobile and leaving the firehouse into the night. And there would be these three characters: Stance, Venkman, and Ramsey. Those are the original names. But the draft of this one didn't even differentiate them. And the tone of the movie would have been darker and Slimer wasn't as cute as he later became. Some of the teams of Ghostbusters were good and some were bad. It's there was all this stuff that was supposed to happen, all this really terrifying things. But they just made it into a comedy and just made it. They changed all of it. They weren't able to do it. It was gonna be too much work. So they had to they changed the story entirely and just scrapped this idea. But this is what the original Ghostbusters script is. What's getting turned into an animated series for Netflix. It's gonna be called Ghost Smashers, maybe, I think, or Ghostbusters something. But yeah, it's gonna be a futuristic, dark movie. But now it's just gonna become a Netflix animated series. They're gonna use the original script, and then they have there's also an animated Ghostbusters movie coming out.
Really?
There's gonna be a new animated film, and there's gonna be Ghostbusters. I'm just gonna call it Ghostbusters Firehouse, which is just Ghostbusters 4. That's the nickname that Ghostbusters 4 has. Is just called Firehouse, but I'm just gonna call it Ghostbusters Firehouse. Um. Uh. But yeah, they're just trying to expand the Ghostbusters universe since everything's like been doing so well. So that's really all I had for that Ghostbusters stuff. They also announced like a game, a VR game, and like another game. Oh, and then also comics, and it'll be in canon style comics like for like the movies by a Dead Horse, a Dark Horse, Dark Horse Comics. Yeah. You got anything? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? What horror movies have you seen? Well, besides like Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters is technically a horror comedy.
Well, it depends which decade are you mentioning, like talking about. Does it have to be the
80s,
80s?
90s.
Dude. I guess Nightmare on Elm Street. That's kind of cliche, but, you know.
I don't think you know about this, but did you know there was a Friday the 13th, or was it Friday the 13th? Was it? I don't. Hang on. Did they have an animated series? There's a Friday the 13th. See, a Friday the 13th like TV series that ran from 87 to 90. If you didn't know about that, it's weird. I don't even know if it was. I don't think it had Jason in it. It was like just a strange show. Like someone made like a Friday the 13th TV show, but it wasn't even like the same characters. It was the strangest show. Like, I don't even know how to describe the Friday the 13th TV show, but it was not anything like the movies like at all. It's more like the Twilight Zone, if anything, really. It's weird. But there was also this one's weird. This one's not even scary. It's just odd. There's a Nightmare on Elm Street TV show. Did you know that?
See how it all began and why the nightmares will never stop.
It was
Big deal! On the next episode of Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy's Nightmares.
Saturday at 11 on TV 22.
there was a show called Freddy's Nightmares, the series. It was about Freddy Krueger. It ran from like 88 to 99. No, 88 to 90. Yeah. Ugh. It was like him. It was this anthology of like stories set in Springwood. You know, the series that the movies are set in. I saw some of it. I looked at it a few times. I didn't really watch it. It seemed interesting though. But anyway, there was oh, you know what's upsetting?
What?
So you heard about the legal battle between Friday the 13th and the original creators?
No, I haven't heard anything about that.
So there's been this legal battle for like over a decade. But it's been in limbo for years now, which is sad because right now no one owns it. They're trying to get the two different people are trying to get legal rights so they could make a new movie, because right now no one can. It's really annoying because like there should be a new Friday the 13th. Like, it would do so well in the climate of horror movies these days with like Scream 2022, Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, Saw. So I mean, this Saw was okay. It wasn't a bad Saw, it was an okay Saw. But like all the new like the Chucky TV show, the new Scream, the new Halloweens, the the new whatever the movie was. They made a new one of like of the old 80s and 90s old horror movies. Like, if they made any Friday the 13th in this time, like, it would do really well, I feel like. But it's just sad that there's a court case going on where they just can't get the legal rights to it. Because two different people can't decide who wants to be the owner because they're bringing a bunch of babies in a courtroom. This has been going on for so long now. Like, there hasn't been a Friday the 13th movie since 2009. Like, we've been past due for a Friday the 13th remake. Or like, pull like a, they should do like a Friday the 13th. They should pull like a Halloween 2018 and make like a direct sequel to Friday the 13th Part 2. Make a new one so that only the first two Friday the 13th are canon. It's like that would do well. They did something like that. Have you ever seen Scream? Hello? 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 Hello?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Have you ever seen Scream?
Yeah. Oh, why?
You have?
Yeah.
Did you hear about...
It's been a bit, though, so I don't remember everything.
So you saw the new Scream?
Yeah, I did. In theaters.
I saw it on opening day, I think. Maybe? I don't know. So... So the new one, there's actually a thing on, I think it was Twitter, where the people from the movie, like, tweeted out that this Ghostface is, like, gruesomer and more aggressive and more threatening than any other Ghostface, and that the movie is more gory and brutal. Because, like, yeah, they're filming in Canada. Like, like, there's gonna be, like, it'll be more gory and it'll have the most violent Ghostface we've ever seen. But yeah, the movie's gonna be is being filmed in Toronto. It's Yeah, Nev Campbell's not returning. I think it's fine that she doesn't come back because she's already been in 6. She's already been in 5 of them already. She deserves a break. Because, like, honestly, we don't need to keep seeing her character in every movie. Like, it's time to let the new characters from the new one have their own like screen time. Not have these older characters be looming in the background. But like Courtney Cox is returning for Scream 6 though. I think she'll be like a mentor character kinda. Or just kind of be there. But all the characters are returning from the last one. So it's still about the 2 girls, the 2 sisters from the last one. And there's a rumor that Stu is actually gonna be in the movie. Like there's a whole rumor that either it was gonna be 2 Ghostface or 3 Ghostface, and either one of them was gonna be. There's either gonna be they were gonna be partners or they're gonna be like not partners at all. Like they're gonna do something like that. So that was like rumors I've heard is like they're not even gonna be like working together, which would be scary if they weren't working together. And Hello? 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 I quit. Hello? Anybody there? Hello? 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 Can you not hear me? Hello? Whatever. Anyway, podcast. I was saying since idiot can't hear me apparently, not getting any responses, blank audio. There's a new Scream coming out. It's gonna be like snowy maybe. So it's supposed to be really cool. But Stu might be in it. Maybe. I don't know. That's all I wanted to say about that.
AV with that drip, ho.